All right, everybody, it's TT Torrez, and welcome to another episode of Artist Quarantine, brought to you by Boost Mobile. And we have our special guest today, Staten Island's own CJ. Hi, CJ.
What's up? What's going on?
First of all, let me just say thank you so much for coming on today. I know you've been in LA grinding, so it's early over there.
For sure.
Before we get started, I do have to shout out DJ Stacks, our very own DJ Stacks. He's the one that put me onto your record, that was pushing me on your record. And shout out to Leah too from your label. She also was the one that's like, TT, you need to be on this guy. Da, 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 da. So I just want to give them a big shout out. And of course, your uncle, James Cruz, as well, for going so hard for you.
For sure. 100%. Shout out to Stack, shout out to Leah, shout out to James.
Yeah. What an exciting time for you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Whoopty is now certified platinum or gold?
We platinum now.
Platinum. Welcome to the Platinum Club. How does that feel for you? A Latin artist coming out of Staten Island, basically your first time doing a drill type of record, right?
Sure.
How is it for you?
It's a blessing, you know. It's never been done before. Like exactly what you said. A Latin artist, you know, especially coming out of Staten Island, like it's never, you know, it's not heard of. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a blessing. It's a dream come true. You know, I've been wanting this since I was a kid. So now that it's finally happened, you know, I just got to thank God.
Yeah. Well, you come from music background with your uncle James Cruz, working with some of the most legendary artists in the music business. You're talking about Puff, you're talking about Busta Rhymes, French Montana. That whole camp, especially in the heyday, was just a movement, a force to be reckoned with. Were you around all of that growing up? Did you get to experience that?
No, I wasn't really around. Like I always like, you know, just kind of just watch from the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? Like I was never really in the mix of all of that, but I always knew what was going on. I knew, you know, who he's working with at the time, but I was just always just waiting for my time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy how sometimes people say you can't mix family and business together, but it seems like, you know, it's working for you with him being your manager and giving you good advice. How is working with family?
I don't really believe in that. You know, you can't mix family, you know, with business. It's all about having you know, the right team around you and having solid people around you. And it's all about, you know, energy. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the energy. As long as, you know, the energy is correct, you know, and we having fun with it too. It's not like, you know, strictly business. Like you know, we love doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's been in the game for, you know, 30 years. You know, I've been loving music since I was a kid. So it's just, you know, having the love for it and just having the right mindset and having the right energy, you know, going about it. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't believe in that saying.
I was going to ask you, are you still having fun? Because it feels like there is a lot of pressure on you because your first record was so successful. And also you being a Latin artist and breaking into that drill sound, you know, you get, I wouldn't say hate, but a lot of people come for you that don't really know you or your background. Like, how do you deal with that?
I really don't pay attention to like the negativity. I just, you know, I stay focused on the music. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody got an opinion. You can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, just you know, keep your mind on what's, you know, what's more important. You know what I'm saying? So I just really be just focusing, you know, on the music and just trying to, you know, go in the studio and just better myself. That's really it.
Yeah, I love the interview you did with Ebro on Apple Music, when you talked about being an industry plant, and you basically discussed that. And I think that you're doing it smart, you know, not playing into the internet gossip and the internet games, but it
Hmm.
must be really hard for you to control that, you know, not that need to respond, you know, because sometimes it's hard. It really is.
Oh, for sure. Super hard. Yeah, nah, there be times I be just, you know, going through my comments or, you know, going through, you know, my videos on YouTube and I just be like, yo, I be wanting to respond to everybody. And I really sit back and I'm like, yo, it's the internet. Like, what am I doing? I'm gonna say be arguing with a million people. Like, can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So let the people talk, let the people say what they got to say.
Do you feel the need though to have to be gangster or prove your gangsterness because it is being challenged?
Nah, I don't. Like I said, I don't really feel like I gotta prove myself. Like I just let the music speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to keep making great music. I don't really care about proving myself to anybody. Because to be honest, like in my opinion, I don't feel like nobody's doing what I'm doing. So it's like, why am I gonna stoop down to that level and trying to prove myself to that certain people? So I
Yeah.
don't tripping about it.
Yeah, and you're 24 years old, you got your whole life ahead of you. You know what I mean? You have so much more that you can accomplish, you know? And you come from Staten Island, home of Raekwon.
For sure. For
You
sure.
come
That's what
from
you
you come from real legends, real MCs. Like
saying.
have you like met any of those guys like in your passings or,
Um,
some of those legends?
I got the opportunity to meet Meth like a few years back. Like, um, me and his son, Shaquan, we was cool like back in high school. So I had like went to Meth's house like a few years ago. But like ever since like Whoopty came out, they've been reaching out and showing love and hopefully one of these days we get something together.
Yeah, how legendary would that be?
That'll be insane.
So tell me about that. So you cool with his son, you go to his house, like I know you like, yo, I'm really here. I'm
Yeah,
really in
that was
Mr. Man's
awesome.
house.
Like we had went downstairs to the basement. They got like a little theater room or whatever, and we just chilling. I'm like, yo, like I'm looking over to my right. I'm like, yo, like that's really Meth. Like that's crazy. And I was kind of young at the time. I wasn't really taking music serious, but I was just like, damn, like yo, this is crazy. Like I was just
Wow.
bugged out. It was just a real moment.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the biggest rappers in hip hop, you got Latin rappers, you got the legendary Big Pun, rest in peace. You got Fat Joe, um, who's been in the game for so many years. I think that it's great how you're able to bridge those cultures together. Like I heard some music with you and Azuna and
Mhm.
Fraruco. Did I say his name right? Because Cruz is
Faruko,
always like, you gotta pronounce it right.
Faruko, yeah, Faruko.
Yeah. Like, how is it just going from this world into that world and then them embracing you because you didn't come out as a Latin trap artist? You came out on, just
Pop,
the rap scene. Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, nah, it was crazy because it's like I don't know what the hell was going on over there, but they all hit me up within like the same week. It was just super weird. Like it was it was Ozuna. He reached out. Unwell reached out. Nicky Jam reached out. Faruko reached out. And I was just like, damn, they must be like talking over there. Like, crazy. It was kind of like a race to like who could get next to me, faster. But shout out to all of them. We all got some records.
Nah, this record you got that I heard with Faruko and Azuna, I'm like, woo,
Yeah, we got some joints.
yo, I can't wait for the world to open up again. I'm sure you're gonna go on a Latin tour.
Yeah, 100%. We talking about that now, so we just waiting on the dates.
How's your Spanish? You could speak that thing?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a New York Rican, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't really, we don't
I
really,
say that all the time, yo. I'm a New Eurekan. I don't
we
speak
don't
that
got, we
great.
don't got too much Spanish in us. My mom, she did bad. She didn't really raise me on, a bunch of Spanish, but I'm trying. Trying, man. I'm
Oh,
trying.
oh my gosh, you got to
Yeah,
get that up because those guys don't speak English that good at
no,
all.
don't. But well, he speaks pretty good English. Faruko, he's not that bad. But like as far as Ozuna and all of them, I'll be like, yo, I need a translator. Yeah, but we gonna get there.
Yeah, let's talk about Loyalty Over Royalty. That's the EP that you just recently dropped, which is doing extremely well. And I want to say French Montana is on a Whoopty remix, and you're gonna be dropping that really soon with Funk Flex, correct? Because I
It's
saw him posting, or you got a song with Flex. Something's happening.
yeah, I got a song with Flex, and then I got a remix coming with French and Rowdy.
Rowdy.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I heard that too, by the way.
We about to shoot that video.
So did French make you a certified Coke boy? Because I see you got the Coke boy chain going.
Yeah, nah, French, he just, that's family, as soon as we linked up, we just connected ASAP, like the vibe was right. He just wanted to embrace me, as a young artist, especially coming from New York. But yeah, nah, that's family, and we, me and French, we got some joints that's gonna, shake the world. So
Yeah. Who inspires you musically when you're in the studio working? Who are some of the people like you get inspiration from? It could be like a producer, an artist.
I listen to a lot of I listen to like a lot of Drake, you know what I'm saying? Well, I grew up in the early 2000s, so my inspiration is, 50, Jay, Nas, Lil Wayne,
Mhm.
those guys. But as far as right now, I'm listening to some Drake. He's one of the greats in my eyes as far as right now.
Yeah.
Um but no, I really just when I get in the studio, I just lock in and just catch a vibe, just,
Mhm.
throw on the beat, play that shit mad loud and just, go in and go crazy.
Yeah. How was it working with Busta Rhymes? You was actually on the remix to one of his joints.
Yeah, we did the Czar remix, me, Busta, MOP. That was insane, those guys' energies is crazy. And it was like when I first walked in, I was like, damn, let me wake up a little bit. Like energy got 100. Like, I'm like, yeah, shit. They screaming, they yelling. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, cause I be on some more laid back, smooth, type of music. But yeah, I was like, yo, let me get my energy right. But
Yeah.
as soon as I locked in with Busta, I met him for the first time. We was in the studio. He was like, "Yo, young King, I could hear you on this. You better rip this." I was like, "Damn!" I ain't really feel no pressure. I was just like, "All right, let me do my damn thing." So I got in the booth and I just, ripped that verse. And he was like, "Yeah, we got one." Shot the
Yeah.
video to it, and that video went crazy.
When you're around Busta and all those guys, it's all about the lyrics, it's all about the bars.
Yeah,
And like I said, you from Staten Island, where some of the greatest MCs have come out of.
exactly.
Um, do you concentrate a lot on your bars and metaphors when you're writing your records and you putting them together?
It depends on the record. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on the record. Like Whoopty, like when I came out with Whoopty, I wasn't really thinking about okay, like what bars I'm gonna say. I gotta come with the hardest bar, or even like when I made Bop, like it really depends on on the records. But when I do a Czar remix and I got a joint with Busta, or I got a joint with a lyricist, that's when I know like, all right, cool. Now you really got to talk that talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bars like them drill joints, you don't really gotta like go crazy with the bars. It's more like it's more like a flow or a melody, or you know it's a dance song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get people to get up and start dancing. So
Yeah.
um you pick and choose what records you want to spit bars on.
Yeah. My my son, you should see his little whoopty dance. Like he be going so hard with that dance.
The kids love that song, man. The kids, they
Yeah.
crazy for that record, man. I love it. I love seeing it.
Tell me about the first time that you heard that joint play on the radio. Like, I felt like my DJs at Hot 97, it was like a wave. All of a sudden, every one of them was just playing it. Boom, 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 boom. Every time I turned on the radio, I didn't even have the record in rotation yet. It just felt like it was on rotation. That's how much the record was playing.
Yeah, I remember the day like it was yesterday. It was crazy. Like, um, I had got a text from Stacks. Shout out to Stacks. And he was like, "Yo, enough about to play your record. New at 2." I was like, "All right, well, let me get ready." So I got ready real quick. I jumped in the car. I had my little slides on and stuff. Jumped in the car. I'm sitting in front of the crib, blasting around. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I think it was like the third song in, because they had like some TikTok song going. Then after that, Whoopty came on. I was like, oh yeah, it's over. I think I jumped out the car. I was like, yo, it's over. Like,
It's
over.
just something about your record being played on the radio. You
It
can
hit different.
stream it, but
Mhm.
it do hit different when it's on the radio, right?
Sure, it's like a feeling like you always dreamed about. You know what I'm saying? Like I always like thought as a kid, like, yo, like I want my song to be on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's finally happened, it's just like, damn, like it's insane.
But it's difficult though because you have such a big record, but then the world is kind of shut down, right? Only certain areas you could be able to tour and perform the
Uh,
record. Um, How are you able to navigate through all this COVID stuff? That's the only thing that really sucks about having a really big record right now.
Yeah, we just taking what we could get right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll probably be in a whole different ball game if the world was open. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll probably be overseas somewhere. But you gotta take what you get. But it's giving me more time to really just, lock in the studio and really put more time and energy into my records. You know what I'm saying? So, this album that I'm working on is gonna be a, amazing album. We're gonna have some dope features on there.
And when are you dropping the album?
We looking to drop 4th of July
Okay.
around summertime. So I
And
got
then the world will be a little bit more opened
a
up
little
because
more
New
open
York
up.
is at what 15-25%, something around in there now. So some of the clubs and the nightlife are starting to come back. So that's smart, being able to just drop in the summertime, and Texas is open and
Exactly.
all these other places are starting to open up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, can you tell us who else is going to be on the album? I'm not going to spoil it because I don't know if I'm allowed to say who's going to be on it, but I did hear a bulk of the album, and I will say you do a very good job at blending the hip hop and the Spanish world,
Yeah,
together.
so I'm pretty sure the music that you listen to, that's for the enhanced EP. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna hit, the fans and the supporters with a little surprise. But I'll definitely tell you like some of the features that we got on there. Because we still like in the works of the album. But as far as the enhanced EP, it's gonna be more Latin artists. It's gonna be, the Anuels, the Ozunas, the Farucos. Who else we got on there? Alaufa from DR. So it's like that's gonna be insane. That's gonna just surprise the world because they're not gonna expect that. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's gonna be super dope.
Yeah. Any producers? Who are you working with on the production side?
As of right now, it's really just like home based producers. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely got some joints with DA got that dope. Murder Beats, he just sent the pack over. So, we trying to figure out what we're gonna do with him. And you know, we just going through packs right now. So, but there'll
Yeah.
definitely be some known producers on the album for sure.
Well, that's dope. Well, listen, I can't wait for the album to drop. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
Maybe we can get some type of summer jam feature coming up in the summertime. Like, what are we doing?
That right there, man. Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm all the way ready.
I think you told me on FaceTime one time you literally been to every summer jam growing up as a kid.
I started going to Summer Jam, I believe, at 13 years old, and I never missed one up until last year.
Wow.
Never missed one. I went every year. I bought tickets every year.
How amazing would that be for you to touch that stage?
Yo, that right there is like, I gotta say, like, out of 3 goals, that might have been one of them.
Wow. Wow. Well, listen, let's see what happens. You never know. If this return of Summer Jam,
Listen,
CJ.
I'm praying on my side. I'm praying on my side.
Well, listen, congratulations on everything. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Everybody, his EP is out right now. It's called Loyalty Over Royalty. And I just want you to explain what that means before we exit.
So pretty much, that's the code that I live by. You know what I'm saying? That's the saying that I've been, living by since I was young. Everybody thinks, money means everything. Money means happiness. But to me, if you don't got the right people around you and the people around you ain't solid, that means nothing. You can't get nothing done. Loyalty is everything to me. So, I got it tatted on me. So we was like, yo, we gonna just name it the project. And everybody was like, yo, that's super dope. Let's rock and roll. So
Yeah. It's interesting that you live by that code because a lot of kids in your generation really don't understand what true loyalty is. It's a different era when we talk about loyalty. Some people have this definition and others have this. But, given who you was raised by and your family knowing a little bit of them,
well,
I can tell that it does hit different with you.
100%.
Yeah. Well, once again, congratulations on all your success. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. Another episode of Artist Quarantine. Our guy CJ hanging out with us, and of course, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Thank you, CJ.
Thank you, TT.